Some of the white-chinned petrels were looking fairly nervous, and it was only when I got into the water did I realize what their concern was. All these sharks that we saw were all blue sharks. Sharks that get up to about 3.5 meters. You can see immediately where it gets its name from. A distinctive blue coloration right across the top of its back. These sharks mainly feed on squid and small bony fish, and they're definitely built for speed and long distance swimming. If you can look closely, on the tip of its nose is those tiny little black spots. And these are tiny little receptors that pick up any vibration and any distress that they'll sense in the water. There were quite a few wary-looking bystanders on the surface, having a good look at what was going on below. And perhaps for good reason they were looking pretty nervous, because just below the waterline, probably the most ferocious sharks that I've ever seen in the water made an appearance. This is the mako shark, a shark that gets up to about 3.5 meters long. The fastest swimming fish in the sea, sometimes 75 kilometers an hour, which is quite remarkable. It was really a fantastic day out at sea, being in nice, clean, warm water and having some very interesting animals around us. The first weird creature that caught our attention was these sea hares. An animal not bigger than 8 to 10 centimeters long. A really strange animal. You couldn't make out any distinguishing features on the body. Most of them rely on brightly colored patterns along their body to warn off any potential predators. It was within a big bunch of nondescript seaweed that this orangey, browny seahorse emerged. It has two small pectoral fins just behind the eyes, which it uses to stabilize its body as it propels itself from one area to the next. We were very, very lucky this morning in that we found a couple of individuals, and each individual was a different color, just demonstrating the ability of them being able to change color.
Because of the large amount of sand on the edge of the reef, you get a lot of rays in this area. And we knew today we could count on seeing a couple of these guys. They're two large round ribbon-tail rays, just lying quietly on the sand, passing water in through its gills, which you can see just below the eyes there. The eyes protrude slightly from the head just to improve its vision. This is in fact a tropical flounder. It's a very bizarre looking fish, and it's actually born fairly normal looking as far as fish goes. And over time, its body modifies, whereas one side of the fish will actually become the bottom, so to speak, and the two eyes will migrate to the top of the head. The mouth inverts itself to a perpendicular kind of direction. Another strange looking creature is this beautiful octopus. This black and white marking, I suspect, is trying to warn me off to tell me that he is not comfortable. Then these two characters came along. These very beautiful and very animated devil firefish were just riding the surge above the reef today. These fish are so stunning and so strikingly different with their massive pectoral fins and dorsal fins. They're always a pleasure to watch.